Hello everybody. Welcome to my realm. That's right, it's me, Mogswamp, I'm back. I haven't really been playing any Flatworld lately. I still haven't updated till 1.14. I've been just not feeling up to recording anything. I know I said I'd be back. I always say I'll be back. But I really do want to, try and make some more videos. And so I figured instead of forcing myself to play the Flatworld, which I really haven't been into lately, I would show you the world I have been playing a lot. I play almost every day. And this is my realm. So this is the map. As you can see, we're in like a little walled city. We've got some other people's houses around. And a big circle I'm working on clearing out in the ocean. So I'm going to show you around the server, show you some of the projects I've been working on. I know it's kind of unconventional to hop onto a Let's Play series like on an already established map with, plenty of resources already and stuff. But I figured I just wanted to start recording. This is more for me than it is for you guys. But if one or two of you enjoy it, then that would make me really happy. So I'm going to start the little tour here right outside the walled city. So yeah, this was basically the spawn, and there was a little village here. And some of these houses are sort of built off of the original houses that were here in the village. It was a naturally generated village prior to 1.14, so it wasn't one of the fancy ones or anything. Outside the village walls here, we have a little graveyard. I have lost a few pets. So this one was Bean. He was a green parrot. And he got struck by lightning. I have no idea how, because I left him indoors. And then I also lost one of my cat's socks. My buddy Jason accidentally slayed him with a sword one day. So continuing outside of the base, we have this little zombie farm, one of the first things we built here on the server. Coming back up here, we've got my friend Emily's house. They have like a big snow mansion here with a giant glass dome underneath. And yeah, as you can see, I already have the Elytra. So I've already been to the end and defeated the Ender Dragon and stuff. Like I said, not the most conventional start to a series, but I've just been having a lot of fun playing on here, and I want to share it with you guys. I might do some other kinds of videos too as well. If we fly down here, this is one of the more recent constructions that I've built, which is a nice sheep farm, all color-coded. So you can just sort of drop down into each little pit and shear all the sheep. Continuing around the base, this is my friend Mary's house. She's got a little farm here, some llamas, another little sheep farm. There's a little tree house here that I quite like. Yeah, so from this little tree house, you got a nice little overview of the walled city. As you can see, this is pretty much my base, this walled city. People have helped me with a few projects there, but most of it has been me working on it. And that's my other friend Shay's house over there. Shay doesn't play very much anymore. Actually, a lot of people don't really play much anymore. It's mostly just me, but that's okay. I like having friends that pop in and out from time to time. This is Mary's library. She's got a very cruel cow farm here where they're all stuck in this hole. And yeah, pretty cool house. I think this is one of the coolest houses on the server. Nice little glass bridge here. Storage room. I won't go into her bedroom. That's an invasion of privacy. So yeah, that was everybody's houses that sort of live nearby. Now this is my house. There's a big hole in the roof because I'm planning on adding a gable. I've been meaning to do that forever. But I need to pop into creative mode and sort of work it out because I kept trying to make one and it just didn't look right. So yeah, but I'm going to add a little gable window there. But anyways, yes, this is my house. So this is Clementine, my dog. I've got a lot of cats ever since they started spawning in the villages. I've just been taming them all. So this is Lucky, my black cat. And then I've also got Mellow here. And I think that's the only couple cats that live in this house. I've also got some books scattered around the server that sort of show some of the history. I just like to write in Minecraft. I like to document things that happen. It's fun. It's like keeping a journal. Here's the second story of my house. I still need to decorate this second story. I've had this house like forever. It's one of the first things I built. And this is another one of my parrots, Fizzy. R.I.P. Bean, though. This cactus farm was a pretty recent addition. It's kind of ugly, so that's the one thing about it, but I don't know. I tried to dress it up as much as I could. If you pop down here, the cactus as they go, oh, you just saw one pop in. They feed automatically into this chain of hoppers, which leads to this little furnace. And let me just shut off this horrible noise real quick. Yeah, I've still got to make it so that when this fills up, it drains somehow and shoots all the extra green dye into lava. But basically, the cactus fills up these hoppers. The hoppers lead to this furnace, which is constantly being filled with bamboo from that little bamboo farm I showed you. And then every so often, you can put the lever down, and it'll stop sucking up the green dye. And then I can grab it when it's done smelting. And you should see I'm at 8 levels right now. Once I grab it, I automatically popped up to 33. So it basically just automatically keeps generating XP while I work around the base. Every so often, I can come down here and refill my levels. I've also got an old-fashioned bamboo farm here. I say old-fashioned. Bamboo's pretty new, so it's not like an old-fashioned farm. But basically, when the bamboo reaches the top, the observers activate, and then there's a hopper minecart going underneath to deliver the bamboo into this furnace. The reason I have this other farm is because it's much, much faster. This is designed by Ilmango that basically abuses the game engine to make the bamboo grow faster than it should. So you should check out his video on that if you haven't seen it. Oh, and this is another one of my cats, Chell. So let's go back up. This is something I built relatively recently. Shout out to Grian. I was watching one of his Minecraft, building tips and tricks videos, and he had this awesome idea for like a little sunken fireplace area. And I just really liked that idea, so I reconstructed it here. I got some of my llamas in here. I haven't named any of them. And again, these are some of the original wheat farms that were on in the village. Over here, we've got the big map. So I already showed you the small map over there, but this is the big one. This took me forever to map out, but basically my goal was to get everybody's house in here. So you can see this is the homestead, as I like to call it, the gated village. We've got Emily's house, Mary's house, and Shay's house. The only other one close by, you can actually see it there. It's Jess's house. And then we've got this big ocean project that I'm working on, ocean monument up there. Some witch huts, and then the reason the map is so big is because I wanted to get everybody's house on here. So some of the people that are a little more far out are Jacob and Kyle, and then way down in the corner is my good friend Jason. So basically all because of his house, I had to extend the map really far, but I think it looks pretty cool, and I actually love having it like this. This is also a pretty new house. If I come up here, the main reason I built it was just to house the dragon egg. But yeah, this is also going to act as the beacon, so you can see there's glass there. I'm pretty sure beacons go through dragon eggs, so that should be fine. And that's why this little glass block is here as well. I'm going to build the beacon down there. Oh, and it looks like my brother's on. Let's hop on Discord and add him to the call. Hey, Biddy.
What's up?
Yo, so you haven't been on this channel in forever, but a lot of people still remember you. This is Pink from Pink and Purple, and we played Castle Crashers. That's probably what we're most known for together.
We also had a Minecraft series.
Yeah, but no one watched that. they just cared about Castle Crashers. So right now he's coming through like the north entrance to the village over by the fishing dock. And out there in the distance, you can see the giant circle that I'm working on draining all the way down. Well, first I'm draining the ocean, and then I'm going to dig it all down to bedrock. So I'm basically making a perimeter so that I can build a mob spawner and it'll be nice and efficient. And I've never really done that. Like, I've done it sort of cheaty ways, like on the Flatworld. You can just cover everything with water and you're done. Or on Red Cubed, when I played on there, I used a mushroom biome so mobs don't spawn there. And then I just built a big spawner like in the ocean right next to the mushroom biome in such a way that half my work was already done. So I've never just like straight up built a perimeter. So that's what we were just working on. So I've already shown most of this part. Over here, there's just like a few mushroom houses. This part of the village is pretty much just for looks. And then you get into the farming part of the village. I've got my sugar cane. I've got all my rows of crops. If you put your crops in rows, they actually grow faster. Pretty much the only cheaty thing on the server is this button here that I did with a command block. It hasn't been a problem pretty much since I made this button, but villagers used to jump up onto these carpets and then get stuck in here, and they would just, oh my god, you're just hiding in the corner. Oh, I don't like that. But yeah, villagers used to get stuck in these animal pens all the time, so I just made it so that if you press that button, they all get teleported right to here instead of in these pens. So that sort of fixed that problem. This was like the first house that I ever like decked out. And so I put this like clay pretty early on, and then I used that to like sort of form this banner design, which I use all over the village. And this is where the storage, like the community storage room is. So I got all my items in here. Eventually I'm going to build like a better base and a better storage room out in that ocean once it's drained. This is my, oh, that's not my pet spider. That's a different spider. This is my pet spider. He crawls on the ceiling because he's just cool like that. Down this hole, we've got a tree farm. So it's just sort of like one of the standard tree farms that I built underground. And there's a little skylight up to the surface there. This would be a good time to show you guys this sewer project I'm working on. Oh, by the way, down this hole that Kyle just fell down is a giant strip mine that everybody uses, so it goes all over the place. But yeah, this sewer project has been something I've been working on lately, which is pretty fun. I've been trying to connect up like everybody's bases as well as a few key parts of the village with just this giant sewer system. So if I come down here, I know it's pretty dark. This part connects up to that cactus farm I showed you guys. If we go more that way, it connects up to Mary's house. If I go down this way, it connects up to Emily's house and that little zombie spawner I showed you guys a little bit ago. So we're working on getting this all connected up. Right now, there's a bunch of mobs down here because I haven't really finished it. Once I place the water in, they're not able to spawn. But yeah, this leads over to Emily's house. All right, so if we come through here, this is Jess's house, coming in through the basement. And she's got like a greenhouse. Oh, there we go. And yeah, I like this house too. It's pretty quaint. I like all the different houses that people come up with on the server because everybody has a different build style than I do. And then if I come over here, this is one of the newest buildings I've been working on. As you can see, it's still not quite done. But I've been having fun with this one. I've been watching a lot of Grian. I mentioned him earlier in the video. He does like a lot of furniture ideas and stuff. So I've been trying to do a little bit more interior designing and decorating in this game because usually I'm so focused on doing like the exteriors of my builds that I sort of always neglect the interiors. There we go. But yeah, so I built a little aquarium. It's the first time I've ever done that. So I got some tropical fish in here. I think it looks pretty cool. If I come up here, we've got like a little area with a desk. Nothing too fancy, but still, like I said, more than I usually do as far as interior decorating. We've got a little porch area, which I think came out quite nice. And then upstairs, this bedroom is like the most interior decorating I've probably ever done. There's a nice big bed, some painting here. We're using the barrels as like shelving. And then if I come up here, this part's not done yet. So I still got to finish off this house, but I'm having fun getting into building again. So yeah, this is the giant circle that I'm digging out. And then we've got this house I'm working on. And all these buildings here. These ones also took me a while. They're a little bit older, but they all started just from like actual buildings that were in the village. Like that one's more obvious because it still sort of maintains the shape that it originally had. But these ones sort of got crazy. This little well is also one of the original wells that the village had. I just dressed it up a little bit. In here, I have like a little record area where I keep all my records. This is where Bean used to live before he got struck by lightning somehow. Which one is this? Ward. Put it back. This house here is where my horses live. So I'll show you guys all my horses. They're themed after two things. We've got Rattle, Hollow, and what's his name? I always forget. Marrow. So those are my bone horses. So they're bone themed. And then my brown horses are all themed after Girl Scout cookies. So we got Tagalong, Toffee, Thin Mint, and Samoa. This is just like a pointless end crystal for decoration. And then this is like a auto sugarcane farm that used to work, but it doesn't work anymore. Oh, and I should also show you my pet Donald. He's a really good guy. This is also like a bit of interior decorating. We've got like a little cocoa farm. Oh man, there used to be a staircase here. What happened? Boom. Now we can go up. And yeah, up here, it's pretty empty, but I've got more books just talking about the lore of the village, how everything was made. And if you come up here, it's one of the nicest views on the server. I think this is like one of my favorite views. You can see Mary's house over there with the nice fire going up. And yeah, there's the graveyard where we started the tour. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I don't want this to drag on too long, but I just wanted to give you all an overview. There is some more stuff to see if I went in the nether. Everybody's got their houses hooked up. It's not a fancy nether hub by any means. It's just like a mined out area. And then we do have a mob farm in a far off desert that you can reach by the nether. And we also have an end farm in the end that you can reach by the nether. But I'm sure I'll be going there soon and you guys can see that. Oh, and also we've got this vine farm. I made this to collect vines for making the sewer because that takes a lot of vines to make the mossy stone brick. And then down here, there's also a slime farm. All right, up we go, and yeah, that sort of concludes the tour. Ow! Oh! Ah! Get out of here, man. Had some nice armor, though. Oh, I've got a whole to-do list. There's like finishing the sewer. I want to get a villager who will trade mending books. I want to obviously finish draining the ocean, make an iron golem farm. So there's a lot of stuff to get done. And I think every once in a while I'll just pop on here and make some videos and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.